Hi everyone, and welcome to Paper Pumpkin Week here on Creative Chelsey. Thanks for joining me today as I continue to share some beautiful card ideas you can make with the December 2024 Paper Pumpkin Kit called Notes from the Heart. Here is a quick peek at the original cards from the kit. If you would like to watch me unbox the kit and create these cards, or see any of my other alternatives, click on the playlist in the top right corner. This is the second alternative card I will be sharing with you this week. Today we'll be using the vellum from yesterday's card. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure to watch it to find out how we added color and text to the vellum. I have also added some cute flowers from the heart-shaped dies, which is a celebration item this year. The die set is bundled with the coordinating heart shape stamp set, which you can get for free with an order of $120 during celebration. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, think about ordering a 6-month prepaid subscription between January 7th and February 28th, which would qualify you for this free celebration bundle. If you are new to my channel and would like to continue to see all of my Paper Pumpkin alternatives, make sure to subscribe using the link in the bottom right corner. I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you're interested in getting your own Paper Pumpkin subscription, please use the link in the description below to subscribe. My subscribers receive an exclusive card kit designed by me with everything they need to make 2 more beautiful cards with the stamp set and ink spot from that month's kit. We gather together once a month on Zoom to make the card and have fun together. I would love to have you join me. Make sure to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin and list me as your demonstrator or use the link below. So let's begin first by cutting up the leftover scalloped card base for this card. So right now we've got this piece. This is left over from our first alternative. It has a score line right here in the middle. So that score line is next to a straight edge, and that straight edge is going to go at the top of our paper trimmer. And then we're going to line up the outside edge of that scallop at 2 3/4 inches. And cut. And you are going to use the one that you just cut. But I guess they're the same. They really are the same size, but you want to have the one that has the left and the bottom edge that are straight so that it can go in this bottom left corner. So this is the one you're going to put off to the side and save for another alternative. And this is the one we're going to use today. Let's go ahead and start this card from the back to the front. And so we're going to begin by embossing this Balmy Blue Cardbase piece. So this is really the card front. The card base is also Balmy Blue, but we've got a card base that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And you could use any embossing folder for this. I love these embossing folders. These ones are retired. They are the Basics 3D. There was a set of 3, and this is the crosshatch one. Honestly, use any one that you want. This is the one that I want to use. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that in there, run that through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I just love how it adds the perfect amount of texture, and I think it's just gorgeous. And I'm just going to add that to the middle of my card base, or the center. And again, my card base is also Balmy Blue, so I get this tone-on-tone look. And it's all about that texture, and not going to be adding any other colors to that card base, so it doesn't distract from the main element. Let's go ahead and put that off to the side, and we can work on kind of this main area here. If you look closely, and I'm not sure if you can see it through the camera, but you do have a little bit of yellow spots on this. And I wanted to just accentuate that by adding my own splatter with the Daffodil Delight Stampin' Write marker. So go ahead and do that if you have a yellow marker. It just adds more to that background. Then we have this blue vellum leaf piece. We did this on our first alternative, so if you haven't checked that out, make sure to look at the playlist, and it's been linked up here in the top right corner. We're going to add that right to the center. You can see that we also have a little bit of text to it. That does not bother me. I like having just a little bit of text. I think it gives a little more interest to the card. To add this, you can add just a couple glue dots, and then to cover up those glue dots if you see them, we can add some flowers on top. So you don't need to worry about seeing the adhesive through the vellum. So just kind of place that in the center somewhere. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to wrap this is Flirty Flamingo twine. It's part of a 3-color pack. So I like to make my bows with about 10 inches. So I'm going to measure 10, and then it's wrapped around my card base. So I'm going to also add the width of that card twice, because I've got one that goes in the front and one that will go in the back. I'm then going to place it like that, and then make sure my ends are about even. So this twine is going to cover up that score line. So it's going to sit right between those 2 scallop circles or scallops so that it distracts and we don't see that score line there. I like to tie a knot when I'm working on projects like this. It makes my hands more free for tying that bow. And then I'm also going to rotate it so it's a little closer to the leaves, and then tighten that up. So I think it loosened a little bit. And then you can tie a bow. Just like that. Very cute. This is super cute even by itself, but I did want to add some little flowers to it. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to the bottom left corner, and I want it to match up with my card front. So it's this edge here, not the edge of the card base. I am going to add it with glue along the straight edges and then dimensionals along the scalloped edges so that we can kind of get a nice popped up look. And just add a couple for depth. So I'm going to add one down a little lower and then one up high in that corner. Okay. If you don't have these flowers, you could just go with this and put a little greeting, and that will be really cute too. Kind of loving just the way that looks, nice and simple. But let's go ahead, finish up the card. I'm going to stamp the greeting, and just to coordinate with that pink, I'm going to stamp it in Flirty Flamingo, and I'm using the Just a Note, which fits perfectly inside the circle from the kit. Once you've stamped it, go ahead and add a couple dimensionals to the back, and then you're going to place it right next to that bow that you created, just like that. And then again, if you'd like to add some flowers, you could use these flower dies and leaf die from the heart-shaped dies. Or if you have other flowers that you want to add, you can definitely do that as well. I just use this cute little flower die here, and then there's a single leaf that cuts out 2 leaves, just like that. And I cut them from Petal Pink Cardstock and Granny Apple Green Cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead, cut out a bunch of those, and then I'll be right back. All right, so once you've cut those out, and I decided to do just 3 this time, but I did do 5 on my original card, and you can do as many as you want. I'm going to take a Flirty Flamingo Stampin' Blend marker, and I'm just adding a dot of the dark, and then I'm going to take the light and blend that out just a little bit into the Petal Pink Cardstock. It's going to give us some nice extra color and coordinate nicely with that Flirty Flamingo color we've already added to our card. Let's pop these up with some mini dimensionals. And I'm going to put the dimensionals on my card first. I do want to kind of cover up that one that I have, that glue dot that I added there. Maybe one there, and then let's put another one close to the edge of our greeting. So I've popped on my dimensionals first. When working with small items like these flowers, sometimes it's easier to add the dimensionals to the card base first. And just place those so that the dimensional hides behind the flower. Just like that. And then you can take your leaves, and there are some are 2 leaves and some are 3 leaves. You can use all of them, you could use some of them. I'm just going to start by adding 1 to each flower and see where I want to go from there. So this one I'm going to just tuck next to my flower there. Just like that. So cute. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me create this cute card today using some of the supplies from the December 2024 Paper Pumpkin Kit. If you would like to subscribe to get your own paper pumpkin, please use the link in the description box below. If you would like to see written instructions or close-up images on how I created this card, you can visit my blog, creativechelsey.com. Thanks so much for watching. Have a creative day. Bye.